In today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create a footer for your website. Coming up. Hello everyone, my name is Mac, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a footer step by step using pre-made layouts in Divi. Now, this is pretty much what we get when we set up Divi for the first time. And as you can see here, we don't really have a beautiful looking footer. We need to go in and customize it and make it look awesome. And that's what I'm going to show you today. So at the end of the tutorial, our footer is going to be looking like this. So I've added a section here where all your visitors can subscribe to the mailing list, which is also very good for growing your mailing list. And then over here on the bottom, I've added the address here, the address area, the phone numbers, and the emails and social media icons. So this can be done easily using Divi. Now, before we get started and show you how to do this, I'd like to remind you that if you buy Divi using my affiliate link, I will give you access to my web design formula course, a course that teaches you how to design professional looking websites with Divi. The link to that is in the video description below. So once you've bought Divi, all you have to do is to go to funnelstoincome.com. On the bottom right, you're going to see a chat bubble. Just click on that, send me your receipt, and once I verify it, I will give you access to the course. All right, so without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let's get started. All right, so I'm in my WordPress admin dashboard. So the first thing we need to do is to come over here to Divi and then click on Theme Builder. Next, we're going to come over here to the footer because what we're going to create here is the actual footer. So I'm going to click here, and then instead of saying build global footer, this takes us to the standard page builder where we'll build it from scratch. We are going to add from library. Right, so what we're going to do here is to look for a template that has a beautiful footer that we need to use for our standard footer. All right, so what I'm going to do, in fact, you know what, before I add this global footer, we need to visit this page so you can see what it looks like at the moment. So right now, this is the footer that we have, and I'm sure you can agree with me that this doesn't look really nice. So let's come over here now and build this footer. So I'm going to click here on Add Global Footer, Add from Library. So this is going to show me all my pre-made layouts. So I can go through this and really take a look and see which footer that I prefer. So if I click here and scroll all the way down, you can see here, we don't really have a footer on this layout here. So I will leave this one and go back. And let's take a look at this one here. Okay, so we have a footer here, but to be honest, I don't really like this. So again, we're going to go back. So this is what you need to do to look for the footer that you may want. So here we have the opt-in. Again, I'm not really happy with that one. So I'm just going to keep going through all these. And by the way, you can try different pages. In fact, you know what? This one here looks really nice. So I like this one here, keep in touch. And then it also has the subscribe. But you can always go through all these and see which footer you want to go with. This one here is also quite cool. It also has a call to action here at the bottom. But as you can see, these are the different styles that we have on these footers. We also have this one here. And again, this one here has a bit more information. So you know what? Let's use this one right here. So let me just take a look and see what it looks like here on the blog page. Okay, so I'm going to use this layout here. So what's going to happen now is it's going to import all the elements of this page, and then we can go in and delete the ones that we don't need. All right, so here we have our global footer. It's just been added. So I just need to make some changes to it. So I'm just going to go back here and make some changes to this. And by the way, we also have the Divi builder here. We can go in and customize it however we want. So what I'm going to do now is to go in and delete all the sections that I don't need. Now, the quickest way to do this is to just come over here, click on expand settings, and then you want to click here on this little layers icon. So this will show me all my layers. So instead of scrolling through the whole page, trying to see where my sections are, I can just have a bird's eye view here and just start deleting. So that one is gone. That one is gone. That one can go. That one can go, and all I have now is the footer. Now, if you want to have this part here, which is the divider section, I mean, you can also add it there. It adds a bit of a touch to it. And, we also have the newsletter section here. So if you want to keep the newsletter section to be available on all the pages that you have on your website, we can also keep it there. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to keep this newsletter item here. So this whole thing is going to be our main footer. Right. So now that I have this all done, the next step now is to decide what color we're going to use for our background here. So let's say I want to use a dark gray. I can just come over here, go to my background, and I can just come over here and choose a dark gray. Okay, let's go with this one here. So I'm going to copy the same color, save this, and then come to the bottom footer here and do the same. I'm going to go to background and paste my color in here. Okay, so now we have this little part here which has the divider line. Again, I can go in here, click on background, and just paste my color in here like that. Okay, so now everything looks seamless. Everything looks really good. Now, if I wanted to go in and make some customizations to this text, I can always go in and make changes to it. So let's say these social icons here need to be changed. I can just go in here and click on this gear icon. So I can just go in and reset item styles, click on design icon. So here is where I can go in and change the colors of the icon itself. So you can see here, as I'm clicking through this, it's changing color. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with that. And over here, you can also adjust the size of the icon itself. So you can see as I'm dragging this, this is changing the size. So I'm going to leave it here at 16 because I think that size is okay. Right, so back over here, we can go individually now and set our link to our social media URLs. So for example, this one here is Facebook. I would paste my Facebook URL here. Okay, so pretty much that's all I need to do if I need to go in and make changes to this. So now I'm going to save this. And now over here on the newsletter, I can click here on this gear icon, and this is going to take me to my email opt-in options. Now, it's very important that we go in and link this to our email service provider by coming over here to email account. So at the moment, it's set by default to MailChimp. But if we click on this drop down, you can see here that we have all these other services that we can use. So it's quite a long list. So pretty much chances are you're going to be able to go in and find that email service provider that you need. Now over here, you can also go in and make further changes, like for example, to the fields. You can just change the field if you want to add an extra field. For example, show first name, you can add it just by activating it here. But, you know, for just basic normal email opt-in, it's always best to just collect the email and not the first name. All right, so with that all set, let's do one more thing here. I can see that the button here doesn't have the rounded corners as it has here on the form. So let's go ahead and fix that. And by the way, while I'm here on this button, we can also go in and change the color of the button itself. So you can see here, I've just added my color there, and I can also do the same to the border. Now let's add a border radius. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to nudge it a little bit and try to match it with the top. So I think the top there is 4 pixels. So I am going to go with that. So pretty much this is my button. You can see it's very easy to go in and quickly update it. So with that all set now, all I have to do now is to save and then close out of here. Save and exit. Okay, so now our global footer has been set. I can now save changes. So to really see what is going on here is, we have to open a new page and see what this footer looks like on our new pages. So I'm going to come over here to all pages, and then I'm just going to take a look here at the sample page. So I'm going to open this in a new tab, and there we go. So this is now our new footer. And this now has been applied pretty much to all the pages on our website. So that's a quick way of going in, setting up your footer and applying it to all the pages on your website. Now, let's say at some point you decide, you know what, you don't want to have that email opt-in. So what you can do is to just go back over here to our theme builder, go into our global footer, and then you can just delete this section if you don't need it, or you can just come over here into section settings, click advanced, and then you want to go to visibility, and you can disable this on the tablet, phone, and desktop, right? So just by doing that, this part here won't show. So usually I use this option because deleting means you have to recreate it at another time. But if you just disable it, it's really good because you can always revisit it and make some changes to it whenever you need to. So pretty much this is how you create a footer using a pre-made layout. So pretty much that's all I have for you in today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell notification. By doing so, you'll be notified when I release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.